Lily has already finished, not finished, she just doesn't eat the wet food as much. And so she sits there demonstratively between or near Mr. T. And see what she does? They have exactly the same food. She's such a bossy girl. And Mr. T is just like, sure, chill, I'll just go eat your food. I know it's the same, you're just being silly. And I have tried to I think I did try to give her his bowl, like at the beginning. I don't know, maybe I should try that again. She doesn't like her silver bowl. I don't know why. Just think. And Shirley on the left here gets different food because of her urinary issues. Which today she's eating quite well. Usually she's like, no, I don't like this food. I want to eat someone else's food. She's already looking. And we should be stricter about her only getting her the right food. Lily. But that's just, it's hard to be a multi-cat parent and look to make sure that they're all getting exactly what they all need. But, we do our best. And the three are going to be going to the vet very soon. And then at the vet, we're going to talk about how to medicate him so that he can go to the vet too, because he's vet averse. But we do want to get him to the vet because we want them to be checked out. Excuse awfulness. Excuse awful flow. Bye. So I got this set, which I do really like, and they are already pre-lit, so that's great. But the issue is this creature right here, Laverne. And so I don't think even for this, something like this, they're in here, I've hidden them. See, I don't think I can have them out all the time. Because Laverne will just be like, wow, this is fun, let me knock this over and break it. She would do that, I think. She might. Look how cute it looks. So decorating with cats, challenging. And I'm gonna figure some way, I understand it. That's just the way they are, and they have to get her kicks. This is sort of, that's just what they do. You don't know any better, right? You don't know any better. And so I understand. And the tree is good so far. They haven't really taken an interest much in the tree, and I kind of think it needs a little bit more decoration too. So, but see, and I have some really nice things, but I don't know if I put them on there. That might make it more interesting for them. Well, we'll see. I kind of just like it plain too, and it's easy. And so this is a mess area. Okay, yeah, this one too. I really like this. It's so cute, but it doesn't hang quite right. Like I need to have a hook, in my opinion, here, and then one in the middle. So I want to fix that. And then this whole area will look different. This box underneath is for the main reason why it will look better. We'll have more uniform looking containers. One problem is this thing here, because we can't really do much about that except I don't know how we can hide it. Maybe hang something in front of it. I don't know. Maybe not be OCD about it. Yeah, that would be a good idea. And then I am gonna change these up a little bit, just make them more pretty. This is actually not even photos, but rather one of my hobbies. This is languishing. Let me show you guys a little bit. It's all the postcards that you get when you do postcrossing from all over the world. Minneapolis, yeah. Yeah, great stuff. Finland. It's a really fun hobby. Oh, look at this one, it's so cute. And of course you don't always like all the postcards. They're all really cute. And I just thought this was the best way to both preserve the back and the front so you see where things are from. Plus the stamps are often interesting. It's actually a really cool hobby anyway, but I'm looking at this now and I'm like, I need to get back into it. But time, and it does get a little repetitive, and you get cards from the same places, but in a way it's just a dull hobby, and you connect, and it kind of interesting. Some people make friends, and it's actually a really nice hobby. Anyway, that's what's in these blue books, and my postcards. And actually some has, I think there's one that has room, so I could try. It's more a time thing with me. And this is the stamp folder that because at the post office loves you because then you go buy stamps for your postcards. So it's like a whole supporting the postcard thing too. Post office. These are interesting. This is just a book form of all my Instagram and Facebook posts from 2017, that was when I did that stuff more, and then you can just buy a book of, it's actually kind of a nice memory. Lily has decided she does like the top one. Yeah, you like the top one? You like that one, you don't mind being at the top. She says, well, because I'm the top. I'm the top girl. She's so cute, Lily. She's so cute. So coffee and the couch time has arrived. My coffee. And I'm slowly, I haven't been able to read as much as I wanted to, but that's okay. I'm making my way through this one and I'm enjoying it immensely, per usual. So for anyone who's read this book, I have a very specific question for people who read it. And I don't want it to be a spoiler answer. I mean, maybe it all will become clear, but so in Trollop, it's always very clear the motivation for why people do things, for me at least. Except in this one, I have one question is, I don't understand why Lily Dale, one of the main protagonists in here, still loves Adolphus Crosby, the man who did her wrong. And if you've read it, you know all the stuff that happened to him. And it's like, I don't understand why she still loves him. Is it because she's kind of so loyal to her first love that she'll love them regardless of what they did to them? That's what I don't get. Anyway, so that's a very specific content question for people who've read the story. Yeah, that's kind of all I have. As you can see, this is going to be a very kind of casual vlog, which is the only kind I do. And I'm just going to talk while showing you the cover of the book instead of me. Maybe I should turn it around just for a little bit to tell you what the day will hold for me. Welcome to very cozy Kathy in her robe. So Sunday, 27th of November, and I am coming off of another bout of illness that I won't tell you too much about because it's digestive in nature, and I really don't know the cause of it. Stress. I even looked up this term that I didn't know existed called abdominal migraine. I really don't know exactly what it was, but it was quite debilitating. It started Saturday night with severe heartburn, and then stuff that I don't need to talk about on Sunday, and then it morphed into just feeling very strange and stomach cramps, stomach pain, but it did kind of turn into a headache, but the headache could also be because of not being able to eat much because of the issues. The good thing is I feel better today. I mean, I still feel fatigued. And another thing I've noticed this time around with my chronic issues is if I have, because I had this type of bout of stomach stuff that resolved quickly, but then the next day, my back which is a chronic issue, my lower back pain and degenerative discs and all that good stuff, but it sort of spasms, like it's some kind of reaction to the other illness. I don't know. You know, this is how chronic stuff is. It's like, it's all kind of connected in these weird ways. But I noticed that when it happened last time, the first time I wasn't aware, and I just got so scared of it completely spasming and me being paralyzed from pain. So I was very, very scared almost more than, but it was sore too. But now I know that, and I know that what helps is just almost just kind of, you know, mind stuff, meditation, breathing. I don't breathe deeply enough. So kind of just working through things in a mental way helps with the back, which is there. It's bad today, but I have actually decided that it would be okay to take one of my special pills for it. And it's as if now I know the rhythms of this, whatever it is that I'm having, I can deal with it better. Today it's just a basic prep day for the last week of teaching. Tomorrow is Monday, and that's my last week of teaching, and it's a fairly easy week because I've set up my schedule so that all of the fairy tale kids, I've turned over the class to them, and they do their presentations all week long because there's so many of them in little 5-minute increments. So I've given them pretty detailed descriptions of what I want them to do. And so all I need to do is get their little presentations in a PowerPoint and set it up so that I can just click through when they talk. And of course, I'm also dealing with, this semester, there's been a lot of people having reasons why they can't come to class, be it illness related, be it mental health related. Unfortunately, I've also had people ghost the class, which is just such a sad thing because there's nothing I can do except fail them, which is really sad. And I guess this might be the first time that if someone who has ghosted comes to me, and I might, actually, I think what I would do is offer them a retake thing. I think they can retake the class. Anyway, that's just, and I'm trying to, I worry too much about people who ghosted, and just because you do, you like wonder what's happening to them and what, but they're not communicating to you. And so, the whole thing, mental stuff. What else? So yeah, doing the presentations, getting that ready, but I don't have to teach. I don't have to sort of do my little spiel that I usually do, which is set up a PowerPoint and talk and teach and have discussions. It's a good class. It's fine, but it is a draining class because it is me telling them stuff and then having them respond to stuff that I'm telling them. It's a mixture of a lecture discussion. And then I do have to prepare my other class, my basic German class, which is fine. Will take a lot. So yeah, that's what I need to do today, is prepare those two things. I'll take you along for the ride. And it'd be nice if I could get some of the stuff I was showing you, those boxes out, but I don't want to overdo it because of coming off of a bout of illness. And of course, with these bouts of illnesses, I think what I'm going to do is document it, write it all down. And, you always wonder, well, at what point do I need to go see my doctor? She's very nice. I could go see her, but since they do resolve quickly, and since it is digestive in nature, and I do think there is a psychosomatic, not psychosomatic, that's wrong, but there's a stress component, because actually, yeah, one thing, let me tell you this at the end, Chatty. So I can't remember if it was before the meal and then the heartburn, or maybe after even. I had looked at my schedule for the spring and discovered that I'm going to be teaching 4 classes, which is a lot for me. I usually do 3. And I'm going to have over 100 students. And I think that may have just kind of literally tied my stomach in knots. So talk about my job making me sick. But I was freaked out by just the sheer number of students I'm going to have, and the sheer number of, and it just means that I have to have my ducks in a row before the class starts, better than I have had them in a row in the past. Another issue that's just really, really tiresome, that I'm sure high school teachers are like, yeah, whatever, you only teach 3 times a week, shut up. But still, dealing with their absences and how they negotiate, how they want everything to be a negotiation, which is so tiring and annoying sometimes, because I'll be like, well, but that's not really an excuse absence, the fact that you just didn't come to class. Even if you were ill, I can't excuse all absences, but in a way, I'm at the point where maybe I'll just excuse them all. I have to think about a way that will be less stressful for me. That's the issue. I fully understand that sometimes you just don't want to go to class, or you're just not feeling well, like me. Like, I'm not going to the doctor with my illness, but I could not have taught yesterday if it had been a teaching day. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, as you can tell, I am a blabber. Hi, I'm back, and I have to let this creature in, and then I will start work. I've had a nice time getting ready, talking to my sister in Germany, having breakfast, but I'm interested in the light out there today. It's kind of, I apologize for my dirty windows, but anyway, just wanted to check in and show you how, if I do vlogmas, you'll see this almost every day, Please let me in. Please let me in. Please let me in. Lily's coming to say hi. Pay attention to me because I'm so cute. So I have just finished one, just kind of going through my emails and setting up the presentations for tomorrow. Don't eat that. Nope, nope, nope. She's a chewer. She's a bit of a chewer. Nope, don't do that. And to be honest, it's a little annoying because, well, there's just some technical stuff involved that is a little annoying anyway, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Excuse, I need to clean this floor a little bit here. And I'm gonna get a bite to eat, and you're gonna stop chewing that stuff. And we'll be fine. Hey everyone, I'm back with a little mini update with my Nespresso in my seasonal mug. Now I switched to decaf. Actually, it's not even Nespresso, it's some other brand, but it's 3:30 in the afternoon, and if it were the holidays, I might actually have real coffee at 3:30, but tomorrow's a teaching day, and I wanna, Anyway, I wanted to show you my silly seasonal mug with the somewhat flatter, in terms of girth, Kathy, with Shirley and Laverne, who are actually completely brown or black. They're not really tabby, as it seems here. And then Lily, who's tabby and white, but I think it's a cute cup. Of course, Mr. T's missing, but they only allowed you to do 3 with you. So that's what I got. And then the other side is also delightful because it's kind of what I want to be, a stay-at-home cat mom. I'm looking forward to being a stay-at-home cat mom once the school is out. Anyway, things are going well. I actually had a little bit of an epiphany about my illness bout yesterday. It could have been a delayed response to one of the medications I sometimes take that you're not supposed to take, or that it's known to hurt you if you don't take it with food, which I don't think I did. It could have been a delayed reaction to that, which is always kind of a relief when you figure that out, because then it's a reason for why you had something. And I think that could be the reason why it sort of abated more quickly than it was if it had been real gastritis, I think. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of the issue. I'm almost done preparing. I still have to print something out, and then I have to one other thing. I have to assign homework on our online way of assigning homework for the class. And then I'm done with prepping, and I need to just kind of relax for the rest of the day. This is sort of the time where if I can stop working, well, I do have to clean the litters. That's my chore that I do every day. Bill takes care of feeding me and himself, and he also does the dishes, so it's a good deal. But then I do the litters every day, so I think he appreciates that. We're kind of pretty good about that. But that would be the time that I can go back to reading. And sometimes I do fritter it away doing silly things like, well, sometimes I watch, the YouTubes. If I do vlogmas, which I'm watching Soggy expat Heather kind of think about it, and then seeing how Pastori time they're going to do it. Their vlogmas is always great. I love them so much. So it's kind of what you want to do it because everyone's doing it again. I might do it. We'll see. So you start thinking about things you could do for your vlogmas. One thing if I did vlogmas, is I could do little mini bookshelf reviews of all in little cubicles, and it would be nice because there's just not that many books in each cubicle, and kind of go through in terms of a TBR. Actually, there's some really interesting readathons. There's a Cthulhu readathon. I have never read Lovecraft, and I'm kind of interested in reading Lovecraft, so maybe. And then Sean introduced a Cruel Christmas or Evil Christmas readathon, so horror, and there are a couple books there that would fit that prompt too. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. I allow myself a lot of freedom with whether I do readathons or not. I mean, it's just because I want to read what I want to read. And I think we all should. Happy first of Advent. This is the first Advent. So the first of the 4 Sundays before Christmas that they celebrate in Germany a lot. And I'm having a Lebkuchen. So a German gingerbread just out of the packet with a wafer on the bottom, which I like. And I do like the chocolate ones. Sometimes I like the non-chocolate, but I'm in a phase where I like the chocolate glazed ones. And actually next week there's a little German Christmas market that we might go to, and that would also end up on the vlogmas if I did vlogmas. Yeah, I do like the Advent stuff, the stuff that everyone does before Christmas. It's a nice tradition, and people in Germany have their wreaths, which I don't have. Anyway, happy first of Advent. I'm going to have my little snack here, continue working, and then relax. And I'll see you maybe one more time, a couple more times, with some pictures in between. Bye. Hey everyone, I haven't even put the phone on a try thing. I'm just holding it. Gosh, the lights look very yellow, don't they? They're kind of in the little golden lights. Just coming on to say goodbye for this vlog. And I hope it's okay. It's kind of long and I always think they're kind of boring, but you know, I shouldn't say that. It's life, you know, and I live a slow life, and I'm all into romanticizing every aspect of it. I try to lean into that even more. One vlog I might tell you about I've kind of fallen in love with this TikTok lady who lives this enchanted life in Italy, and she's a food photographer, and she's married to an Italian architect, and she just seems to have the best life, but in a kind of, she's very appreciative of it, and it's sort of not overly luxurious. I mean, it probably is. Let's face it, she lives in Rome and whatever, and she has 2 houses. Well, who am I kidding? But still, anyway, it's just like, I think it's at the time of life, excuse Bill cleaning up the kitchen noises, which I'm very grateful for. I just want to be more, not always feel, not exactly guilty. It's not that strong, but to just enjoy the fact that I have the simple, delightful life that I have, and I think part of it is, you know, the world and all the stuff in the world, and you know, first world guilt kind of things, you know, to you know. But anyway, I blab a lot, don't I? Excuse my blabbing. I hope you enjoyed this, and I probably will put little chapters, because when they're vlogs, I do kind of like the chapters because you can click around and see what's of interest to you, and hope everyone's doing well. Please ask questions. I've never done a Q&A because I just have this feeling that no one is that interested. and the thing is, if you have questions, just ask them whenever, you know, and I'll get to them. I will answer them. And yeah, I'll see you very soon one thing I do want to share here at the very end is I never did an October stationery update, and I kind of feel like, since I did them all from whenever through March, I think from April or March through September, I think I do want to deliver the October one and even the November one, which will be more messy because it's when I did the switch around in the journals, but it doesn't matter. I can still do a flip through of it. Just a little stationery thing that I'll do at some point. And I will see you very soon. Thank you all for watching and subscribing. Glad to have you in this subscribing and watching my channel. Talk to you soon. Bye.